Yeah. So you look at UCLA on tape, Coach, and they're 2-5 overall, but 2-2 in Pac-12, and especially their rushing attack has been pretty impressive recent weeks. What have you seen on film?
Felton is a really good player, number 10. He runs the ball hard, and Kelly's a really good player as well. They got two really good running backs. The offensive line is playing really well together. With the quarterback's run game, I think they're going to be it's going to be a tough team for us, so we got to make sure we prepare well for them. They're doing a good job, though.
Schematically, the run game reminds you of anybody you played earlier in the year?
Not really. We haven't seen much stretch. We saw more downhill teams all this year, and they like to get to the perimeter quick. So, something different we haven't seen all year.
How valuable are games like this to go to Southern California as far as recruiting goes? Because we talked to Coach Herman, he says that's so big to go and be able to play those kinds of teams.
Well, my homecoming was Cal, so that was big for me. Okay, so you guys know I'm a NorCal guy, but it's all a team effort. So I think it's big for us to get down to LA and. Kids can see us in their own backyard and understand that we're going to have games at SC, at Cal every other year. So it's big for recruiting. We're excited about that.
Do you see this as a possible distraction for guys like Jermaine Lulay and Stephon Wright who are going to be playing in front of their family? And is that a distraction or is it a benefit?
I hope not. I hope those guys are. Some of those guys played at SC last year. Jermaine played at SC last year. It'll be Steph's first time going back home. Mary's first time going back home. But for the most part, those guys all should be fine. Of course, the ticket distraction part is always an issue. God, I've got so many texts right now. People asking me for tickets, but it could be a distraction if you allow it to be.
Yeah, you talked about Amiri. He got about a handful of snaps on Saturday. How do you think he did?
I think he did well. He was, his eyes were all wide open, and he's blinking a couple times, but he was fine. We're going to continue to build a package around him, get him on the field. It was always my goal for him and Steph, like after the second bye week, kind of the third part of the season, get those guys ready to go. And, because a lot of these freshmen now who've already played early in the season are starting to get beat up. They're tired. They're hitting that wall where these guys now are hitting their stride. So I wanted to pace those guys throughout the season, not throw them out there to the wolves already.
With the number of games that Amiri has played, any thoughts about redshirting, not redshirting, or are you still in that window?
We're still in that window right now. Keep developing. Like he ran with the ones a little bit today. Steph ran with the ones today. George and Rowe had a veteran day. So, but those guys ran with the ones. They did really well. Then, while we're doing with our scout teams, those guys are getting some looks. So, they just got to keep developing.
How's Stephon with the shoulder?
He's fine. He's okay. He's good. Steph's good. He's good.
I was talking to Rowe earlier, and he said you recruited him pretty hard when he was at Rice. What was that like, and how did you find him and go about that process?
The beautiful portal. The mystery portal. Now, when I first got here, I instantly wanted to sign two older guys. So I signed TJ right away and started looking at what we had coming back. I just went through the portal and started looking at guys. I wanted blue-collar guys, though. I wanted guys that were in Group of 5 that wanted to come up. I didn't want a Power 5 guy that had not say they all have egos, but, I'm going from Power 5 to Power 5. So I wanted a Group of 5 guy. Me coming from a Group of 5, I understand that's kind of a step up. Those guys want to prove something. So Rowe, I knew his defensive line coach really well, so I called him and just asked him about Rowe. And when you know people in this profession, you trust them, then those are the type of guys that you want. My D-line coach spoke highly of him, and just a matter of just getting Rowe here and having him trust us and believe in us. And he's been great from day one since he's been here.
The portal giveth and the portal taketh away, right?
Oh, no, that's the mystery of the portal. It's like the Twilight Zone. When the Twilight Zone used to start with that little deal, that's the portal right there now. The mystery of the portal.
When you look at the Utah game, I know you guys got punched in the mud 14-0, but I really thought the defense up until that very last touchdown, which is almost like garbage time, really played better. I mean, were there some positives, as disappointing as that game was, to take away from that?
Oh, yeah, there were so many positives. I thought we played physical up front. Really, I thought we really were, were punching them in the mouth. I won't say punching them in the mouth, but we were holding our own.
Yeah.
Let me not say that. Jim's one of my really good friends. That's the offensive line coach, so I don't want to say that. But I think we were holding our own and just doing what we had to do. But, we gave up too many points early, and then we gave up that last touchdown. But really, if you take away that series in the second quarter, we gave up 45 yards and penalties. Take that away. You go into halftime at 7-3. Then you go in the fourth quarter at 7-3. You give yourself a chance. I just think we gave up too many touchdowns. But there was a lot of positives there. And that was a really good offensive line. Like that's probably one of the better ones we played against. And Jim's a really good coach. Does a really good job. And I just thought we met him head on. Like it was a challenge. It was a challenge for us, and I think we met that challenge head on.
You think the pass rush is coming along a little bit better?
Oh my God, it's like the portal. They take it, huh? No, the pass rush is coming along. We just
Seems like it's better.
Yeah, we just, we got to start. Danny put in a different package with the Mary out there, put Matus in there, to put some different pass rush guys in there. So it's coming. We just got to figure out our group of guys, and we got to find that alpha. We're still trying to find that alpha, but he's coming. I think it's a Mary. So we're trying
It
to
seems
find
like
him.
in football, obviously everything comes, or in any sport, once something starts coming, but I mean, the 4 turnovers, obviously huge. I know defensive coaches, Danny's been preaching it all year long, but I mean, to get 4 turnovers off a team like that, that's got to be a huge positive.
Oh, like I said, that was a positive. Some of the stuff in the run game was a positive. So there's a lot of takeaways from that game, and we just got to get that across to our guys. Like, hey, one game does not dictate your season. I know there was so much hype about that game, but we just got to make sure we get. And we're still young. We just got to keep playing and understand that we're going to have our highs and our lows, and just keep on fighting.
How do you feel they responded in practice?
Good.
This week so far.
Good energy was good all week. We had good energy today, and it wasn't like bad energy where guys were like hooping and hollering, yelling at each other, and like stupid fights. It was just good energy, guys trying to work, get each other better. I know the D-line came in on Monday, watched film together, so I just think the energy was good. And the kids understand, I think at this point last year we were 3 and 4 or something like that. Like, guys, we're 5 and 2. Like, winning at this level is hard. It's not as easy as it may think it is. Like, I don't know if people understand how hard it is to win a game. So, and all our games have been close. So we just got to make sure to take the pause out. We're 5 and 2. We're not 3 and 4. We're 5 and 2.
You look at the first couple of games of the year, and Jermaine Lole seems like a different player from those first 2 weeks until now. Just talk about his development.
I just got to put my foot on his throat every single day. He's like my son. I just got to put my foot on his throat every single day. Like today I went by him, he's doing something, I had to slap him. Like, man, come on. And I think he likes the attention. I think he likes getting under my skin. But he's just every single day you got to stay on. You guys know Jermaine. That's just who Jermaine is. Like, so I think he likes the attention. So that's fine. I'm going to treat you like Cosby. That's my son. I'm not going to get on you. If that's how you want to be treated, that's fine.
How does he respond?
He just laughs. He's I don't know. That's Jermaine. Don't ask me about Jermaine.
Okay, no questions.
No, I love the kid. He's, for him, it was just a matter of getting comfortable in his role, comfortable within the defense, and understanding that he can be a dominant player, and he's starting to become that player that we've all hoped he would. And just don't get lost in the shuffles. Sometimes you watch film and guys just out there, you don't ever notice them. Like, you need to be a guy that's being noticed, and it's just a matter of just staying on top of them.
Because a number of tackles, I don't know if you know, like number 3 among Power 5 defensive linemen.
No, I ain't know that. Good for him. Well, he needs to be number 1 or 2. Get some sacks. Okay? Get some TFLs.
I said tackles, I didn't say sacks.
Yeah, all right. The only stat that matters to me is sacks. Get that stat number up. So.
And then halfway through the season, how do you feel with the communication, the chemistry has been with the defense? How has it grown?
Between me and the defensive line, or just as
overall?
a group? I think they're all growing together. They all understand each other. They all like each other. I think it's getting better every day, and we just got to figure out. We can't come out slow, and that's the issue. We come out slow in the first quarter. Our eyes are blinking. We're not ready to go. We just got to figure out. We got to come out and be a dominant defense from the time that whistle blows. And it's getting there. I know Herm and Danny have been preaching that.
I talked to Stefan earlier. He was saying that between where he was at the first week of the season and where he is now, he's so much more comfortable. Have you seen that level of comfort?
Yes, he's comfortable within his technique, comfortable within the defense. This game is slowing down for him. Because you got to remember, man, defensive linemen that come in right out of high school, most of them don't know how to use their hands. They don't know how to get a proper stance. They're used to bullying kids, and you can't bully them dudes from Utah. I don't care how strong you are. Dudes is humongous. You can't bully them. So, you're playing big boy ball, so you better play with some good paddle. You better know where the heck you're going. And they're also the defense because they happen so fast. So I think he's starting to get more and more comfortable.
Hey, have you seen in him a quicker learner than you've seen with guys in the past?
Yes and no. I think because he missed the majority of fall camp, I think he was a little bit detached a little bit from the in meetings. Because he's sitting there, but you're not playing, actually doing it. You kind of detach yourself. It's human nature, which is fine. But I think as of right now, he's getting better with that.